Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hello. It is so good to see you all on this wonderful Monday evening. I am trying to get Parallel up and running, but it has to download an update. So figured I'd just hop in because I saw some folks were already waiting and just do a little look-see around the ecosystem and see how everything is going. But I got Leandro here in the chat. Hello, Liberty Guy. What is going on with you? So we have a release tomorrow for Splinterlands, which is really exciting. There was not like anything major in the release, but overall, we're just chugging along. 48 million SPS burned so far for the what's that called? SPS conversion, SPS conversion to DEC. So 110 million is what we've hit. Over 110 million in total. So once we hit 120, which we're not so far away from, all things considered, that'll be 4% of the total supply, all 3 billion. So exciting stuff happening around the ecosystem. Rebellion is here and doing well. I don't know. There isn't much else going on, which is why I'm trying to jump into Parallel. But we're only at about 50% downloaded on this update, so we'll give it another minute. For folks following Parallel, I believe let me see what the announcement was. Super exciting for those who are minting cards. I believe Planetfall, so the new expansion has now been bridged over to base. So for anybody that does not want to deal with the crazy gas fees on Ethereum, you can now jump over into ETH Layer 2 on base and move your cards over there, which I think is going to be kind of exciting. Actually, we should take a look at that marketplace because I'm curious to see how much some of these cards are costing. I haven't quite put together a deck, but on the whole, I do plan on doing that as soon as I'm done with some of these. Man, what is going on? It's stuck at 51%. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a my internet issue. Oh, there we go. Just jumped to 60. So that's where things are. All right, Liberty Guy is asking. Let's see. How is Darkest Night doing? You need to get him streaming again. He's doing well. We chatted briefly last night. We both had kind of busy weekends, so we hadn't talked in a couple of days, which I know it seems weird, but like that's unusual for us. Usually there's always something going on in the world or in life where we're just like got to connect and catch up with each other. So he's doing good. Seemed like he had a chill weekend. Actually, you know what? I talked to him today because I don't know if I mean, this is a gaming channel, but for anybody who's following like international geopolitics and economy stuff, like China, they look like stock market just absolutely tanked today. And so he and I have been talking a lot about, just where China is economically. And so I sent him like a screenshot being like, yo, this is trending on Twitter for me. So we chatted about that for a minute. Interesting stuff nonetheless. I don't know if we're going to feel the effects or repercussions here in the US, but China is a relatively large economy, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But to your point, Liberty Guy, I will try to get him back on stream soon at some point. We'll try to find a day. Usually for him, evening is the best, so I probably should ask him about tonight, but he's a busy man, so we'll see what happens. All right, blockchain projects. Hello. Aggie mentioned this about moon cards. I'm trying to get everyone access to the game in free-to-play mode. I mean, that's awesome. I think that is a fantastic move, and I wish that was the case for something like Splinterlands, just so that everybody would be able to see how fun the gameplay actually is, how deep the meta goes, and for us to be able to all try different things. But I understand it's a little bit more difficult there. People are very like specific and very like not wanting to devalue their assets by having a free-to-play version. Also, the team doesn't seem like it has the resources to be able to put that in. But Mooncarts being a completely different style of game. Okay, now we're stuck at 60%, so I don't know. But moon cards being moon cards being a completely different. See, every time I complain, it jumps. It jumped from 60 to 87 now. All right, here we go. I think we're moving along. But with moon cards being a different kind of game, and one that I think is much more arcade style, which to its benefit, much more arcade style ish. I think that it makes way more sense for that to be a free to play, or to have a free to play version, because then people can come in and just see what the gameplay is like. And then the best part, and I hope that they take this and I hope that they steal it from Parallel, is that if you come in and you play like the free to play version, maybe there's some kind of way in which like it tells you afterwards, it's just like, oh, if you owned your cards, you would have earned this much colony, right? Or actually, not even that. If you're doing the free to play version, you pick up like these, well, I guess there'll be like fake colony tokens on the track, but it would have been like, oh yeah, after you're done, you were in the top half of racers and you got 7 colony tokens that you picked up. So if you were actually playing and you owned your cards or whatever, then you'd be able to do XYZ, and you'd be able to go home with some colony token. So I hope that they can get it that way. But very excited for moon cards. Again, I don't think it's going to be a very deep game, like, depth of strategy and all that. But I do hope that there is, let's put it this way. I don't think it's going to be like a very deep game as opposed to something like Splinterlands. But the fact that it allows people to go as deep as they want to by customizing their cart and their driver and their accessories and stuff, and really tweak all that, that's great for the psychopaths, right? Who just like sociopaths who like really just want to have everything perfect. And then it's easier with the long tail to get a ton of people who can just be casuals, right? Like this is totally a game that I could, here's the best part. I could have it, pulled up on my phone or my computer or whatever the case is, and I could have somebody come over and just be like, yo, play this game. And they'll know exactly what to do, right? It'll take them maybe 1 or 2 games to figure out, oh, these are the power-ups, these are the buttons, this is, X, Y, and Z. But they're going to be able to figure it out like that, which is just something that you can't do with Splinterlands because it's so in-depth. So I kind of like it that way. I think it'll be good. Almeal, what's going on? Almeal, you keep kicking my ass in ranked play. So GG's, stop it. Go up to Diamond. I don't want to face you anymore. Vilson, what's going on? Good to see you here, brother. All right, it looks like we are up and running. So I'm going to switch over to this side. And I know, I don't know if, was it Bitcoin Sig who usually comes through? I still need to give, what's that called? I still need to give Illuvium a try, but I have not downloaded it yet. So let's see. Okay, so there's a new battle pass. New season just started. 23 days left. I've missed I've missed all of them, but I really wanted to try and get to the last one, and I didn't. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to be a little bit better about this one. The good news is I can just get a bunch of free packs, because at every level here, it looks like there's a pack. So even if I don't pay for the thing, I can just get a bunch of packs in game, which will be perfect to help me build out my collection, because I haven't even played with all of the folks yet. So Cathari is next. We're trying to finish up the Cathari battles here. Okay, create 8 token units, win 3 games with Augencore. Maybe I should reroll this. What happens if I reroll? Because we're not going to do Augencore for a bit. Play 6 units with Decay. Are we going to try rerolling this? It's a free reroll. Play 6 vehicle units. What? Okay, now if I want to... Oh, I get a free reroll of this too? I don't know, because I don't know what Decay is. Yo, what's going on, Icy Flow? Good to see you here. Thank you for the PSA about Coinbase. There are new lessons, so you can earn $65 in crypto. Make sure you guys check that out. All right, let's jump into Cathari here. We can get a premium pack. We just got to win a match. And I was having fun with Cathari recently, too. Vilson, I believe you can do it on on the app if you wanted to, but I'm sure there's a way to do it in mobile. I've actually never. It's been a very long time since I've been on the Coinbase website. Actually, I may have never been on the Coinbase website. All right, I'm going up against somebody who's Markolian, unranked. They have a relatively fast. I mean, Markolian is relatively fast, but hey, look at that. We got some speed on our side too. At the start of your turn, if you control another friendly clone, this unit gains +1/+1. Oh, and it's a clone. Amazing. Discard a card, then draw a card. Okay, let's mulligan those two. Oh, I gotta move this over, so I gotta see this whole screen. You prefer web. Got it. Okay. Icy Flow says, I had no idea Gala token is non-transferable and not sellable today on Coinbase, so I guess I lost my investment. Wait, what? Wait, what happened with Coinbase and Gala? Create 3 defendants with. Okay, let's bank this. We want to get these guys out as fast as possible. The thing is, Markolian's got a fast squad too, so I have a feeling we're gonna get destroyed. We'll see. Was Gala part of the lawsuit that had like, I don't know, like 9? Ah, see, I knew it. They're gonna kill me. Yep. That figures. Okay. So after Cathara unit. After a friendly Cathara unit, this unit gains 1 counter. Aftermath, create 1. Oh, this is a cool card. Okay. You know what? We're gonna get rid of this one just because I've never played that card, so I want to give it a try. Okay, we're gonna put this out. We're gonna attack this dude to return the favor, and then add this guy in. But we are running dangerously low on cards. After a friendly clone enters the field, target unit gains +1/+1. Ah, dang it. This guy's so tough. This is one of my favorite cards to play when I'm Markolian. All right, after a friendly clone enters the field, target unit gains +1/+1. Okay, I don't know what that's gonna do, but let's just play it. Oh, he didn't defend me. Interesting. Hold on. Call you later. Delisted months ago, and you had to transfer out to get airdrop the new tokens. Gala V1 is over. Not worth anything since Coinbase controls the wallet. Oh, dude, that sucks. Wait, I had no idea. But yes, not your keys, not your coins. That's crazy though. Oh, I'm a little worried because I still have some tokens on Coinbase, which I know not advisable. Why is this guy +2? Why is this guy 2/2? After friendly unit enters the field, target unit gains +1/+1. Oh shoot! I knew it. God, man. Play a copy of a non-legendary clone in your bank. Oh man. All right, let's hope he forgets to attack. Oh, jeez. This is outrageous. He's had a tremendous start. I mean, I've had a decent start against him. See why? This is going to be a problem. And this is why I like Markolian, actually. Okay, that's helpful. Play a copy of non-legendary clone. All right, we're just gonna bank this. So now the question becomes, I can't do enough damage to him. And if I try, I'm gonna get blocked. So let's just throw this dude in. After a friendly Catharian is destroyed, this unit gains 1 counter. Okay, I think I'll give unit +1/+1. I'll give this one. Sweet. Let's take him out while we can. Oh, he chose to defend. Okay. I'm good. On attack, up to 3 target friendly units have +1/+2. All right. We'll see if things get a little bit more interesting later. All right. So we may have ended the airdrop. Not sure. I'm not even following what's happening with Gala. What's the best way to keep in touch with other projects? How do you guys do that? Because at least Splinterlands is easy. They're very good actually about posting, notifications and things in the Discord. Ouch. And so, oh wow. All right, hold on, I'm getting juiced up here, which is great. Yeah, I figured as much. But with other projects, I mean, I follow some on Twitter, but their Discords are just not as vibrant, I'll call it. It's one of the things I really appreciate about Splinterlands. Okay. Did he just attack me for 0? He did. All right. After a friendly unit enters the field, this unit gains +1/+. Oh, sweet. Okay. Give a unit +1/+1. This dude right here. All right. So we've got him juiced up. So we're going to juice him up. Deal 1 damage to any target. Oh, let's just deal it to them directly because we're going to have to catch up here. So we didn't give a unit +1/+1. I'm going to try and just make him the guy to beat. All right. I'm going to try and go for an attack. I have a feeling they'll block me, but they did, as they should. All right. End turn. And then next turn, I want to bring this dude in. On attack, up to 3 other targets have +1/+2. So let's see what they bring in. My hand is literally played. So I see Phil saying, I've checked out of crypto for the most part, and I don't use Twitter. Interesting. So is there a reason you checked out of crypto, or is it just busy? Oh, damn it. They have a defender here. Okay, well. All right, so at least he's getting juiced up. Oh, destroy target unit. Oh, see, I don't have enough energy. So let's play him. This is it. I mean, we're gonna try and I'm gonna attack. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, whatever, that's fine. Attack for 8 because they can't block. Attack for 1. Can he attack yet? No. Okay, at least we took a decent lead. And I don't know why these guys keep getting stronger and stronger, but I will absolutely take it. And I'm taking 2 damage every turn. But he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I did not think that he was going to be as good as he was for 3 mana coming out. Ah, she's a problem. After you end your turn, this unit attacks a random enemy. This unit can't attack on your turn. Okay, so even still, I don't even know what they played. Ah, shoot. When you play an effect, this unit gets +1/+1. See, so she randomly attacked that guy, which, you know what? He's the one that could take it. So, all right. They don't have a defender. I'm going to bank this. I'm going to get rid of their offense. So annihilate that. On attack, up to 3 other targets. Friendly is okay. So I'm going to attack. Select 3 units. Confirm. Oh my God, we're going to be so close to winning. We're 1 away. Okay. What ability do I have that everybody's getting +1/+1 every turn? I like it, and I don't know how that's happening, but I'll take it. I mean, I think we got this. They haven't quit yet, but per random card from your wasting your hand, take 1 damage. Oh, they just took the 1 damage playing that card. That's funny. All right, victory. Busy and lazy. I went through all my wallets last night and found some coins I forgot I had. Isn't that a great feeling? I mean, there's not much happening in crypto overall right now. I feel like everything's just on pause until we get through a lot of the outflows and selling that happened after the Bitcoin ETF. But we've kind of flipped that. Let's see, what did we get? Oh, we got an uncommon and a rare. Let's go. Very cool. All right, let's do another one. So the amount that, like, I think it's Fidelity and BlackRock are picking up. Oh, I'm facing off the same person. Let's look at this match liquidity, guys. It's just me and this person. Let's see if they have a better start this time. I mean, they had a fantastic start last time. Mulligan, you. All right, he ended up being the MVP of the last game, so definitely want to keep him in the mix. Yeah, it just feels like a slow time in Q1, which, again, I'm not saying that I called it, but I feel like I did. And I don't mean it in like a bad way by any sense of the imagination, any stretch of the imagination. It's literally like, okay, we had a great Q4. It was fantastic. I mean, when you think about everything that ended up pumping, and you had your solid news event, mini blow off top in January with the ETF, and now it's just accumulation mode. And this might go for, like, I don't know, another 4 to 5 months, which is crazy to think about. All right, unnatural, discard a card, then draw a card. Yeah, let's put that away. All right, let's get rid of their defender right off the bat. End turn. Sweet, something else to toss out. Dude, these clones are fun. Like, I know there's a lot of high mana cards here that are probably better for, like, late stage game, but I think similar to Markolian, you just got to go for it in the beginning. If you can't win within the first couple of turns, it's game. Oh, see, now he's getting juiced up, which is great. Oh, and I'm going to have 2 of these guys potentially. Even better. Okay, hold on. I remember this being good. All friendly units gain +1/+1. This could come in handy. After friendly clone enters the field, target unit gains +1/+1 and waste the card. The top card of your deck. Oh, interesting. Well, you know what? Let's throw this into the mix. Who's our target friendly unit? Oh, we don't pick. Okay, we're definitely... You know what? Let's just attack. We're going to try and get an early lead here. I feel like I should take that person out, but we're going to hold off for a minute. Yeah, see, look, now my guys are just juicing up again. What's going on here? Oh, is it him? After a friendly clone enters the field, target unit gains +1/+1. No, it's not him. All right, now they've got a bunch of people here, which is... this is all going to be a problem. Supreme Victory Network, what's going on? Still waiting for a game to come out that's actually fun like Splinterlands. All these other games chains are trash. No games look fun, and you can earn stack tokens. It's been 3 years and nothing other yet. But fair enough, man. Fair enough. Okay. When another friendly clone enters the field, it gains +1/+1. All right. We could have some fun with these clones, is all I'm saying. So we're going to do that. I think, you know what? Oh, see, he can't attack this turn. But we can take, I mean, let's take what we can get at this point, because we might be able to make a mad dash for it next turn. Activate, destroy target friendly unit, gain 1 energy. Oh, that's funny. Game that's actually fun like Splinterlands. So are you looking for another auto battler TCG? Because I think Splinterlands is going to dominate that space. I think it'd be very tough for another game to come in and compete. Actually, I'm going to eat my words on that. I don't think it'd be tough for another game to come in and compete, because if another game could figure out how to do Splinterlands with without all the baggage that Splinterlands had, simplify the stuff that works and just focus on that, I think there's a lot of potential. They have no defense. I think we're going to win this next turn, as long as I don't somehow manage to screw it up. Okay, if I attack with him and I give these two guys +1/+2, I mean, this is game, right? There's no defense. Ooh, all right. Oof, Cathari's fun. And we just destroyed the Markolian deck twice in a row. And I don't think the other person was playing poorly. Maybe it was just a poor draw. But now we get a legendary. Oh, we get a legendary card. Let's see what we got. Open pack. Awesome. Pick 2 units in your waist. This unit gains the attack and health of one and the abilities of the other. That's actually pretty cool for only 4 energy. Amazing. All right, so look at that. We're done with... Oh, wow. And look at that. We created 8 token units, so we can claim this. Play 6 card that costs 6 mana or more. That's going to take a while. I don't know what vehicle units are, so I kind of want to reroll this. Can I get a free reroll? I don't know what decay is, but 5 units with shield. All right, so battle pass wise, we're more than halfway, I think, to the first pack. I wish there was something that said how much XP I needed. I'm just looking at this and it looks like it's more than halfway. So the last one to play is Shroud. And I'm wondering if this is Darkest Night's favorite. So it's going to take me a minute to figure all of that out. Yo, Luis. What's going on? Oh, no, someone just fell. Yo, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing well. Icy Flow says Cypher looks promising. That's really close to release. In late alpha testing now. Yeah, somebody, I keep getting tagged on X or Twitter about what's going on there. So I'm looking forward to when that's out. That'll be another cool one to check out. What type of game, says Supreme Victory Network? Oh, you're asking. Okay, multiplayer dungeon and PvP for mobile. Yo, what's up, Luke? We're playing some Parallel tonight. We're playing Parallel and just talking Web3 games. Most of the conversation always revolves around Splinterlands just because that's where we all come from. But I've been wanting to kind of make my way further along the battle pass here, so I figured I'll play and chat, and then hopefully later on this week I will get a copy of Illuvium just to see what's going on in that arena. I'm wondering if I want to play Shroud. I kind of don't want to yet. You know what we could do? And give me a second. I'm going to do it on the other computer. So, well, I guess you can still hear me. But let's see. What? Oh, Sanctuary. Parallel. Sanctuary. Oh, wait. Nope. Let's just go to the website. Parallel.life. How do I get to Sanctuary? Because Sanctuary is supposed to be like their version of OpenSea for all Parallel and Prime related assets. All right, let me just look. Parallel Sanctuary. And I cannot find this website. But I swear it launched already. Because I thought I was looking at it the other day. I guess not. What? Okay, either way, let me show you what I'm looking at here so you guys can follow along. We'll go to OpenSea. OpenSea.io. Can I show that? There we go. All right, we'll hop back in a second. Now, what I wanted to do was parallel base. So we can see what cards are listed on base right now because all of the, there you go. Oh, see, look, Planetfall's on base now too. So they got their whole expansion on base as well. Well, let's just go to parallel base and see what happens. So things are significantly, well, I don't know about significantly cheaper, but they are significantly, the fees are significantly cheaper because you're operating on the base, which is the L2 from Coinbase for ETH. So let's see if I wanted to get, because I had fun with Cathari. So if I wanted to get some Cathari based cards, and hold up, I want to make this dark mode for myself and for you guys. There we go. How much is this from a dollar standpoint? 0.0011 ETH. 0.0011 times, what is it, 2,300? So $2.53. So we can go and get some of these cards. $2, $3, maybe $5. I'm trying to find the cards that I was just winning with. because those are the ones that I'd want to start playing with. And they're not even listed. Well, I had this guy for a minute, but where's that 3-mana one that was just crazy? We had this one. Maybe they're not even available for sale. My guess is that there's probably a bunch more that are not base, but are actually on the full ETH chain or layer 1 ETH chain. Oh, I think this was the one, right? Yeah. 0.022. Hold up. That's actually a little expensive. 0.022 times 2,300. Damn. Okay, so this card is $50. That ain't cheap. But it's a hell of a good card. I think that won me those 2 games. Although there was another one I thought, or was that like 1-mana card? Maybe it's not here. All right. If we wanted to go Marcolian, just out of curiosity. So this is one of my favorite cards here. Yeah, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Combat Veteran. Marcolian Bannerman. But you know what? If I was going to go, and I don't know if this is the best strategy, but if I was going to go and buy cards, I think the first things I would do would be to buy the universal cards. These would be like your neutral cards. Because then I could throw them into like any deck that I wanted to, and it's just a matter of having the real cards in order to earn. But now, like, see, none of these cards are like cards that I use often. I mean, I've used this one a couple of times, but 5 mana is kind of expensive. I always bank this one, so that's not a good use. Well, let's go. Okay, so this is a guy that I do enjoy using. 0.0038. I mean, that's I guess that's not that expensive. I thought it was 0.038 times 2,300. So this is like $8 or $9. But I do enjoy using this card. This is another card that ended up being pretty good. Now, why is this under Universal and not under Cathari, even though it was a clone? But those will definitely be interesting to have. When I play Marcolian, I definitely use this a lot. But 0.03 ETH, that's like what, $75? This is a good card too, but I rarely use it just because it's so interesting. Now that I know, I can go and like target certain cards, probably spend, I don't know, $20-$30, and I wonder what the earning potential would be. So actually what I need to start doing is playing ranked battles, because at the very least it'll tell me afterwards if I'm able to win. So let's actually give that a try, because I've never played a ranked battle before. Is there a rental market? There is not one yet, but that is something that is being worked on for this year. This is parallel. So let's move back over here. And like I said, I've never tried a ranked battle before. I know I'm probably going to get absolutely destroyed, but it'll just be cool to see what it looks like. Now, I don't want to use the Marcolian starter deck because I have one slightly better. All right, the Ogden Core. So I updated this to make it a little bit faster. Took out some of the higher energy cards. And yeah, so we'll most likely get destroyed here, but it'll still be fun. And what I should do now is go back, now that I have more cards, open up a bunch of other packs. Like here, I'm playing against a different Paragon. I don't even know what this guy can do, but it's... See, I'm unranked and I'm playing against a master. So I'm immediately going. Actually, I kind of want to see what happens if I think if I just don't, if I just quit, I wonder if they get earnings for this. But the interesting thing with Parallel is that you can only earn 5 games per day. You have to buy something like a core or whatever, and that'll allow you to earn a 6th game per day. But I have feeling, okay, I just want to see how badly I get destroyed. So look, they put a 0 mana card down, 1 mana card there. See, like, this is, I just always never use that. Okay. This unit upgraded against defender. All right, we're going to get destroyed pretty quickly, but let's just see how it goes. The ranking system in this is not, or I guess the matchmaking system, I should call it. Wait, what did he just do? So he's playing a bunch of cards. I have no idea. Oh, and these might be, I wonder if, is Planetfall available yet? Maybe these are all from Planetfall. All right, so I'm just gonna get destroyed. So what I want to do is concede and see if I can see how much they win potentially. Although, no, it just says defeat. 1 out of 10 placement matches completed. What does that mean? So do I get to? Oh, maybe I only get to do like 10 ranked battles per day. Oh, I get XP for playing ranked battles. Interesting, or for winning, I suppose. That'll actually be really helpful for the battle pass. Replication available. Renown is gained by winning ranked games parallel. After each win, each digital collectible card within your deck earns some renown. Once a card is, it can be replicated. Yeah, I need to learn more about the different types. There's echoes, replicated cards, first edition. So let's try again and see what happens. So Vilson says, dude, what happened to CL? They dropped even more. I mean, Chaos Legion has just been like, I don't want to be that guy. But oh, see, now I'm going against somebody who's platinum, which I think I'm still gonna get murdered. I don't want to be that guy about Chaos Legion, but like, I don't see the fix, guys. Like, unless we get a massive amount of new players that come in and they decide that they want to buy those cards, right? Because look at how low the value is right now. And just realize that there's 2.4 million packs still unopened circulating around. So I don't know. They didn't do anything their turn? Oh, never mind. It's their turn now. I'm like 99% sure I'm going to get destroyed again, but let's give it a turn or two so we can give them something out of it. Do you own any cards? Not yet. I wanted to finish all the rookie missions, pick a parallel, and then go with them and only buy cards for that parallel. Are you playing for free? Yes, I am playing for free. It's all free. You can like play ranked completely free. You can earn cards in the game just by playing. You can buy starter. You can buy. I know this will like probably piss people off, but you can actually buy like packs that will give you like essentially like soulbound cards, or actually they're not even soulbound cards. They're starter cards, right? Because you can't earn with them. But it's just the idea of like you can go in and you can play, and only when you start constructing decks that have NFTs, right? So it's like however many cards out of the 40 cards in a deck, you will be able to then like start earning that. Whatever that ratio is will go towards your earnings. So basically Hearthstone. Probably, I've never played Hearthstone, but I would imagine that this is much closer. Fresh fish, indeed. Placement battles usually determine your starting rank. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be at the bottom. Maybe we can get an idea of how many people are actually playing this game if I jump into ranked and see where I'm at. All right, Echelon heavy. Wow, they got rid of both of my guys last time. I'm not feeling confident at all. I haven't played Augencore in a minute, and I think as much as I loved Augencore early on, I really enjoyed playing with both Markolian and Cathari because they were so fast. And even Earthen had some nice elements to them. If you could basically Earthen, if you could survive the early onslaught and get into the mid game, the Paragon kind of carried you. Like, okay, see, choose a unit type, friendly units. Okay, so I'm just gonna get brutally murdered. I've never seen any of these cards. All right, so they just decided to clear the board. Like, he's a cool card, but that's going to cost a lot to get there. All right, so we're going to do 1 damage here. And then there. And then I have to wait 2 more turns. Or at the end of my next turn, I'm going to get one of those vehicles, I guess. Wilson, yeah, I still expect them to run a bit later in the bull. But this is lame because they were double in the bear market. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's just a situation, man. I don't know what to say, man. It sucks. Like, there's just no demand for them. And then you put out new shiny cards and people want those cards instead. So all of the chaos packs, like, there's a lot of people who probably agree with me in the sense that they bought their chaos cards, or they had their chaos cards. They were holding on to them and willing to hold on to them for a decent amount of time. And then decided, you know what? Maybe I'm never going to recoup it. So let me just go ahead and sell them off now and buy the rebellion cards that I need in order to play. Especially if you had folks that were just collecting chaos cards collecting chaos packs from the reward chests when they were being given out. But you know, it is what it is. All right, so dude, I don't like any of these. Sure, just get out there. And then what do you do again? Oh, I think we need to kill this dude. When another friendly clone enters, it gains. Yeah, okay. Yep. All right, so we're going to get the artillery one. Confirm. Take this dude out, please. Because he's going to be a real problem later. Wait, we only did 3 damage? I thought it was supposed to be 3 damage. Why did we only do 2? Oh, when this unit enters the field, deal 2 damage. Oh, why did I think it was 3? Well, that was dumb. Yep, black market fixer. Remember, we were just looking at this card on the thing. All right, so I'm pretty sure they've won. Let's go ahead and concede. I would love to go up against somebody who's in not master and not platinum, please. 2 out of 10 placement matches completed. So, okay, Icy Flow Chaos will leave Modern in a year. It's a lost cause. Yeah, I think just people aren't ready to have that conversation, but I agree with you, Icy Flow. Tails, what's up? Here's the fix. Get rid of bots in wild and see ranked battle earnings jump 10x per match. As you say, green candles. How does that fix wild, though? You know, okay, so this is going to rub people the wrong way, too. But part of the reason that Chaos was so highly valued, especially after it came out. And, I don't want to say necessarily in the depths of a bear market, but yeah, sure. Like even into late, like 2022, when we still had 200,000 players or whatever it was, 200,000 daily active units or users. It's because the bots were propping up the market. It was valuable to rent. You had Splex just going absolutely crazy, becoming a thing. And you had all these accounts that just needed to borrow starter cards. Because remember, the Ranked Rewards update came out May of 2022, right? So Chaos comes out officially in January of 2022. By May or end of May, they come out with a new rank system that requires you to own the cards that you have. So all of a sudden, all these bots are scrambling to, rent out level 1 cards. And so that was actually eating up a lot of the market liquidity, to the point where it was still beneficial for people to have certain cards, and people would not sell those cards. A lot of people were buying cards, cracking open packs, because they realized they could rent all these cards out for a decent penny. And then you get all the other changes. I think it was in October, November, when you get the leveled up card, rewards, or really just the nerf to the rewards if your cards are under leveled. That happened in November of 2022, or sometime in the second half of 2022. And then at that point, that started to kill the bots even more, right? And then finally we get into April, May, when we pass the proposal, and then finally July, when the proposal is enacted to remove bots from Modern. And we go from 400 to 500,000 daily active accounts playing in January of 2022, or even actually all the way up until May of 2022. That comes down and it hovers around the 200 to 300,000 range until up about November-ish of 2022. And then it comes down once again to the point where we're at now, where it was 70, 80, and probably about 50,000 accounts that are playing since, we'll call it July of last year, right? The majority of these accounts are botted accounts that are playing over in Wild. I guess we'll just keep on getting destroyed. But back to your point, Tails, as you say, green candles. I mean, that's the only thing that's going to bring people in. Skyer, what's up? Icyflow, card values would tank, and I don't think it would pump SPS. We need SPS having to 2 to 3x SPS. Wait, why would card values tank? Yo, Skyer, what's up? Not buying Rebellion at this time. Yeah, me neither. Rebellion is following a very... damn, I'm playing somebody who's platinum again. I honestly can't wait until this game is an open beta, because that's the problem, I think, right now. I mean, they do have a decent amount of people or, users playing, but the game is still in closed beta. Oh, dang, look at that. So it's stuff like this that I hope Splinterlands can eventually get to. So if you look at this guy's cards here, the card backs, I mean, that's a skin, right? Somebody paid for that. Somebody bought Prime token and sunk it, right? Or not burned, but sunk it so that they could have that skin right there. And I don't know, it was many months ago, I did a match with Darkest Night. I was probably live on stream, and he's like, yo, check out my card backs. And I was like, oh, you paid for that, didn't you? And yeah, he did. Enjoyed it. All right, so let me see. What am I doing here? I think I'm going up against Markolian, which is not great. All right. Let's see. Intern. What time is it? 7:30? All right. So when 5% of your daily battles are human players, what percentage of the rewards are being drained by botters? A 10x increase might even be tame as a good mix switch to Wild to earn those rewards. I mean, look, I'm not saying that having bots are good by any means. I just don't see how doing that to... I don't see how like banning them from Wild would increase SPS, unless you're saying that a majority of the SPS that is being given out is just being sold off by the botters. To which I would reply that, in my opinion, the primary sell pressure for hold on, let me just do this real quick. The primary sell pressure for SPS is not coming from ranked battles. That's a small piece of the pie, and it comes staked. I would say that the staking rewards, which come liquid, as well as the LP rewards, are what provide the daily sell pressure. Because as I've said before, even if you want to reinvest your money into the game, right? Reinvest your earnings from the LPs, you have to sell SPS. All right, this game's getting out of hand already. So let's concede and we'll try again. So I understand what you're saying, but I don't know, like, we're talking about just a percentage, right? And I know these were all the starting numbers. So it's like 7.5 million for ranked battles. There's another 2.5 million for brawls, I think. I forgot what it is for tournaments. I don't think it's as high as 7.5, but I believe node licenses rewards were like another 3 to 4 million. Staking rewards were another 7.5 million. Again, all this stuff is obviously coming down. LP rewards, I think, were 7.5. Sorry, LP rewards are 7.5. Node licenses, I think, were less. So I just don't think that the impact is as high, because you're looking at that 7.5, which is already a small chunk of everything else. It comes staked, and a decent amount of that is going to real players already. That's not to say that, once the bots are able to unstake it and they can sell it, sure, absolutely. But I would say like daily sell pressure, whatever comes in, liquid is going to be stuff that gets moved right away. I forgot. I did not see what level this person is at. I like this card, but we're gonna have to come back to it. Where can I see their rank? Crimson Cadet. All right, I guess we'll try this game. Oh, it's their turn first. Okay. So, Scar, what Web3 games are you going to play today? We're in parallel right now. So I wouldn't 10x, making chess separate reward pools, should 2 to 3x. Okay, I agree with that. I think we should definitely do that. Oh no, this player seems like they're a hardcore player as well. You know what? I'm just not having fun with Augencore anymore. Oh, see, look, they got cool, unique card backs as well. So you know what's probably happening right now? We're just seeing like all these like hardcore folks play and earn their prime throughout the day. So I just don't even feel like playing anymore, because I'm just gonna get murdered. All right, let's try one more. Even though I don't want to play with Augencore, I just want to see who I go up against. And to Icy Flow's point, maybe I have to finish the placement matches first, just to see where things end up for me. Luke says the bots are a high percent of chaos owners and users. Chaos would drop further if bots were completely wiped. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Tail says I disagree, but we'll likely never know. Fair enough. Okay, so somebody who's in gold. Oh, this is who I just played against, and I was getting destroyed. All right, so there's not much match liquidity here. I mean, you can keep playing. It's just going to be against the same people over and over again. Chaos is a dead set. Can't recover. I call it a lost set, but I also think it's going to end up being the land set, right? So assuming, and this is assuming, the team can get land out in the next... even in the next 2 years, Shoot, let's screw it. Even in the next 3 years, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's me not paying attention. We just released a new set, so let's say the next set comes out in 18 months, right? So middle of 2025, and then the next set after that comes out like end of 2026. My whole point is that over the next 3 years, you're going to have, like, with the way Rebellion is selling right now, there's not going to be as many Rebellion cards as there are Chaos cards, nor Chaos, reward cards, for example. So as people start to slowly get their land up and running, it'll always make sense to just buy Chaos Legion cards because they're going to be in the gutter, right? The prices will always be in the gutter compared to any new sets. If Rebellion shows anything, it's the fact that they've tried to correct for helping to preserve asset values, but they can't save old asset values, but they're trying to preserve asset values of current, sets. And so I don't see a situation in which Chaos Legion cards, Rebellion cards, even after there's a rotation and a new set comes out, I don't see a situation in which Rebellion cards end up being cheaper than Chaos cards. And so whether it takes land 1, 2, 3 years to come out and people to actually start using stuff on their land, everybody's going to default to using Chaos cards. If you have older cards and you're willing to pay for it, that's great. But Chaos will probably always have the advantage because they're going to be significantly cheaper for the amount of production that they produce. Because even if Rebellion, after it's out of print, pops up to, 1 production per CP or whatever the case is, right? Rather than half a production. If you just look at the marketplace, why would anybody use a Rebellion card? There's no benefit if it's going to get you the same or less than a Chaos Legion card. So, all right, let's see if we can get somebody different. I'm kind of just trying to rip through these placement matches to see if it'll give me easy people afterwards. Hearthstone had that too. All right, here's somebody else in gold. I play 3 to 8 battles a day, and the bot plays the rest. If I couldn't bot, I would have to rent out my cards. Yeah, the game would tank. I know a lot of people who feel that way. The tough part is that I don't know if people can admit if Splinterlands didn't have botting, would the game be sustainable the way that it is if you just took bots completely out? Would the market survive? And would match liquidity survive? I think maybe match liquidity might be fine because in Modern we're seeing that you can get by. Man, what is the 0 mana card? That's just not cool. All right, we'll give it another turn and then we're gonna quit. Not instantly increase SPS price directly, increase real players' earnings in the game. The whole point of the game is to play IC. If you earned $1 per win, you may find the time and or energy, or someone else would. Yeah, that's the thing. To your point, Tails, if all of a sudden the earnings go sky high, then people start to look at it like a job. And I would make the argument that you then start attracting the wrong types of players. All right, good enough. Concede. Create an alternative for extra cards that is worth it. Then we can ban bots. I know land, but fictional land is 2+ years away. Oh. I see what you did there. Fictional. All right, it's on Silver Bullet. You still need more syncs and a revised ranked battle system, but at the pace we're moving now, the game is going to bleed out. Now, dude, I think that there will always be hardcore people who support the game. I think if Rebellion has taught me anything, the game has enough people who are willing to spend $3 million a year on it. And maybe even more than that, right? Well, actually, they're willing to spend $6 million if Matt's prediction of 1.5 million packs selling comes to fruition. So the question then becomes, can the team survive, even very leanly, right, on whatever run rate that's selling 1.5 million packs every 18 months provides? Maybe some promo cards here, maybe a mini set here. And I'd make the argument that I think they can. Maybe they'd have to cut some more staff, which would suck. But if it's just a matter of survival, I think they can do it. Now, you and I have talked about this a bunch. Like, the rest of the crypto gaming industry is going to pass them by. But I think we're also on the same page that it doesn't matter. I mean, even at this point, one of the favorite quotes that I remember from you, and sorry if I'm misquoting it, but it's almost like you said, like, Splinterlands had like a 2-year lead on everybody, and now we're playing catch up somehow. So at this point, like, I just view Splinterlands as like this niche game that has a diehard fan base. That's, was it Kevin Kelly, 1,000 true fans, right? So there's enough people in the game willing to spend, anywhere from $3 to $6 million per year on assets within the game. And I don't know. I think that number will go up over time, albeit slowly. But the shift after Matt took over, I think, was quite significant. And so, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Just look at how many people do you know that bought like 3,000 or 4,000 Chaos Legion or Rebellion packs, right? They bought Rebellion packs. Rebellion is doing much better than Chaos Legion. And while I think it'll continue to go down over time, it's not going to be at the same like rate or, as terrible as Chaos Legion. And if everybody's just happy because they're playing the game and enjoying it, then in 18 months, I bet you all the same people are going to do it again. And the cognitive dissonance that might come in, right, is even if like nothing really happens during the bull run, I think the argument or the sentiment is going to be, the team was like having a lot to deal with. We'll get them in the next bull run. Like, we'll be more prepared then. But yeah, I don't know. And again, like, it's funny because I'm sure people are gonna like look at me saying this and be like, "Oh, why are you so bearish?" I'm not. I love the game. I just have no expectations for it to reach like the astronomical levels that I was hoping that it would, because it's so niche. But if we get that green candle, here's the thing: there's only 2 scenarios in which I think this ends up playing out. Either Splinterlands continues to stay, or it is a niche game that only can pull in diehard supporters who understand crypto, who understand the value of owning your assets and all that, and they just get it and they enjoy the game for what it is. That's one scenario. The other scenario is we have another significantly outrageous boom bust cycle in which we do get that green candle that I'm asking for. And you get a bunch of players that come in, a lot of them for the wrong reasons, because all of a sudden players are making $50 a day in Champion, and SPS is going to the moon, and we're printing millionaires again. We overprint DEC once again because everybody's just burning SPS. We overprint cards once again because people are just buying cards because they think that this is going to last forever. Because it doesn't even need to be the exploit of Splinterlands of the DEC overhang. It could literally just be a card overhang. So this could potentially even happen with Rebellion. And what do I mean by that? Well, with Chaos Legion, look at how many packs we have open now. And let me switch back over here. So Chaos Legion. So we've opened 10 million packs, and look at the price of cards for Chaos Legion, right? It's just so pathetically low. And that's with 10 million packs open. There's not even 10 million. There were only 10 million packs for sale on Rebellion. And which is why I'm saying Rebellion will never do as poorly as Chaos Legion. But what if at some point later on in the year, right, we've only burned, 3 or 4 billion, and all of a sudden everything just comes out, people sell out, and we buy 6 million packs, and everything gets open and people are playing because SPS went to the moon, and we just, all that. At some point, the music stops. SPS starts to retrace, just like every other token. And you're going to have all these people who are like, man, I bought these cards for super expensive, or I paid whatever, and now they just go down in value, right? And they don't even need to go down in value that much, right? They don't even need to go down in value that much, because just look at the comments on your videos, on my videos, and in the live streams. People track the value of their cards like every single day. And I'll tell you this, if they're playing and all of a sudden the market turns and the cards go down 25, 30% in value, that's going to be the biggest comment. Be like, wait, my cards are going down in value, and SPS, the rewards are going down in value. I can't earn back. I can't make back my investment into this. And again, I've just seen that play out with project after project. League of King, or no, was it? Oh gosh, I can't remember. Not League of Kingdoms. DeFi Kingdoms, Step In, right? All these things where people just came in, they chased it, and then it was gone. And then all of a sudden your ROI, right? Your ROI starts running away from you. And then we go through another bust cycle. But hopefully that bust cycle ends up being better than this one. All right, Yvonne, what's up? I would say if they decided to move bots tomorrow, we would see mass card selling, mass SPS selling, and the game can't take that hit at this moment. I think the game will be fine. I love my bot, gives me freedom to do other things, but stay invested in the space. Icy Flow agrees with Yvonne. It allows the game to be casual. Elistios, what's up? Web3 is not built for players, it's built for gamers that want to make money out of playing games. So when you say we're bringing the wrong people, I'm not sure what you expect Web3 players to be. Good evening, by the way. What I mean by that is you're going to get a lot of people that come in chasing the money. And they'll put up with the game just for it in the short term. But as soon as the money is gone, they'll be the first people kind of complaining about, oh, this game sucks, right? So that's just what it is. Like, you knew what you signed up for, right? You knew what you signed up for, and it was good when the money was good. But for anybody who thinks that's going to last forever, it's just not going to be the case. Tails says, might as well just make a DeFi. The comments here seem to devalue the game. Too bad a majority of this year's investment is on the game. I thought you want more game stuff. Why are you saying too bad a majority of that is on the game? I'm excited for the player experience update, as am I. I'll be fine with KYC ranked and a bot-specific league quick play. You throw in a battle pass after that, and we might have a product that is ready for a much larger player base. I don't know, man. I hope so. I genuinely hope so. I can't see it. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for all the stuff that they're trying to do. As a player, I think it's going to add a ton of value to my life, right? But in terms of being able to like pull in the masses of folks, I think it's going to be tough. But here's the thing, and this is why I remain bullish, right? Is because you don't need to pull in the masses of folks. Like let's be real. There's probably 1,000 players who bought into Rebellion, and we can see that from the fact that I'm like number 1,000 with my one wagon, right? Let's say beyond that, there's anywhere from 2 to 4,000 other players that are casual, don't want to participate, probably don't spend much in the game, but maybe rent or scholar or whatever the case is, right? So you have about 5,000 people in the game. And again, that's just a rough number, 5,000 people in the game. To go from 5,000 to 50,000 is a 10x in the player base. And that would be dramatic. We'd run out of cards. We'd run out of SPS like that. And 50,000 people is not a lot. 45,000 people, whatever it is. It's not a lot. I was looking at the numbers. I think I made a video about this with from the Gold Matters tweet a while back. The Discord has 100,000 people in it. And sure, I can imagine some of those are bots, some of those are scammers. But just like, it makes me believe that back in 2021, we probably had, at the very least, like high five-figure players coming in to check out the game. But the game was too expensive, and a little too like restrictive. Personally, I think the game is in a much better place now. And I think it's going to get exponentially better once they finish working on the player experience. New ranked, all this stuff, soulbound cards, whatever it is. So my hope is that those 50,000 plus players, right, that came to check out the game in 2021, either they come back or we find replacements for them that are just looking to come in and earn. And those folks come in. Again, if it's like a boom bust cycle, they come in for the short term, but hopefully we keep and retain a large group of them afterwards, because I'm one of those, right? I came in during the bull market, but I actually enjoyed the game despite, all my grumblings about XYZ. I enjoyed the game. So I stuck around, and many others did too, right? We need to wait for bull markets to tell if the game will strive. Until then, it's everyone's wild guess. One game like Moon Cards, and suddenly we are going up. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm excited for Moon Cards, just because I think that it can be a much more casual thing that gets people into the Hive ecosystem. Like, we've always thought it was going to be Splinterlands that brought people into the Hive ecosystem. Then GLS came along and we're like, oh, whoa, we can bring in like the 100 million soccer fans around the world. It should be crazy. And then we saw the GLS game. We're like, oh, no, we can't. Sorry, just being honest. And then now like Moon Cards is the one that I'm not saying that it will. I'm just saying that it has the highest potential to bring a ton of people in. Papa Bear go burr. IP is the only shot at 100x green candle. I don't know what IP is. Oh, intellectual property. The brand, if Splinterlands can stay around and just keep building the IP, then we will be in a great spot. I'm a little scared of when SPS stops printing. Yeah, like, okay, again, because I know people probably think that I'm just being bearish. I think Splinterlands is going to be around for a long time. And maybe somebody's going to clip this in 10 years and be like, you were wrong. They went bankrupt. Maybe, right? But I'm just letting you guys know that I don't have the same fears that I did before of like Splinterlands not being able to keep the lights on. I think Matt in this new role and having probably more control now than he did before, it almost seems like it's invigorated him or reinvigorated him. And I think he's going to try to steer this thing as best as possible. At the end of the day, it's his baby, right? And so I have a lot of confidence that he'll be able to do it, even if it's just the bare minimum. And my hope is that, here's the thing, even if Splinterlands does poorly in the next bull run, and what I mean by that is SPS and cards are just like meh. We've heard Matt Nagy talk about the fact that they have a lot, the company owns a lot in crypto. And so imagine if their holdings in Bitcoin and ETH and all this start to go up during a bull run. And this time you have someone who's more conservative like Matt who decides to, we're going to sell at the top. And then we're going to take that and we're going to reinvest in people that can come in and build Splinterlands, right? And, not focus on partnerships, not focus on anything, but like, let's get land 6.0 out there sooner than we were hoping for. Let's get the guild rework. Let's add in a whole other element of gameplay. Let's do all these things, right? We're going to sell a portion of our Bitcoin, a portion of our ETH, and we're going to pay top dollar salaries to get some, some more devs and creative folks in here. That's what my hope would be. So even if we sputter through the next bull run, 2025, I know this is like so far away, but 2028, 2029 could be interesting, right? And I can't guarantee that I'll be like playing games and battling every day, but if you had said 2.5 years ago that I'd still be playing Splinterlands, I would have been shocked, right? Yet here we are. So it's enjoyable, and I feel like I'm I literally was part of the process of doing and working on the intellectual property, but just by making content, by participating in the DAO, being in the community, I feel as though I'm part of wherever this thing goes, right? And I think a lot of people share that feeling. The thought pops into my head at least once a day, and it scares me for the future. Yeah, the only thing that scares me about SPS stops printing is if they decide to print more, because that's going to be, and again, that's not even a team thing. That would be a DAO thing, right? DAO says, let's just print a little bit more. We've burned, 500 million. Let's set aside like another, 300 and start minting. At that point, I'd probably start looking for the exits. And I don't know if I'd be the only one. Maybe the game would just be in a better position and I'd reconsider, but that would be so against like principles for me. There's so much that I've like overlooked in terms of like red flags, just because I love the game and the community. And it's funny because, this is, for those who missed Darkest Night, this is like some of the things that he and I will talk about when we try to like evaluate why he feels the way that he does. And like, one of the things for him is he's just like got too emotionally attached to the game side of things. He's like, man, if I had viewed this as an investment and I looked at the company and what the company was doing, like there would have been so many red flags, I would have been out. Right. But because it's a game and because I love playing it, I'm like, well, okay, that's because it's not a game. It's not an investment. It's kind of like a blend of both, which you just can't get away from no matter how much we try. But to take it back to that point, that would be like a big red flag for me if all of a sudden the community was like, no, we should print more. Bulldog always talks about the fact that he's he looks at like communities and says like, man, sometimes these communities might destroy projects. And I get what he's saying, but if that happened, I'd be like, oh my God, yeah, definitely. Has anyone noticed that the max SPS supply is 2.98 billion or 2.89? Yeah, I mean we've burned 110 million, so that tracks. And dropping, a lot is getting burned every day. Alicius, I think the real delusion people have is to think that if the game is good, it will bring millions of players, while the reality is that yes, it's more important to keep your players, but green candle is what will really bring people's attention to our games. I agree. So I have no delusion that working on the game features will bring players. When it comes to Web3 games, I think players care about one thing, and that is earning potential, which is why I'm all about the green candle. What I think the game features offer is it raises the tolerance level for many people once we go back into a bear market and things swing the other way and the earnings are no longer as good. If the game experience is better than acceptable, or tolerable, whatever that threshold is, then you'll get a lot of folks who will decide to stay. But I think you saw a lot of people leave over the past couple of years because the tolerance level wasn't set very high. There just wasn't much that you could do, and people got bored. They got frustrated. The team was late on a lot of deliveries, and some people just left. Whereas if you improve that, it's not about player acquisition, it's about player retention. I say too bad, as no one here apparently plays the game or is excited about the game. People seem to want to collect their SPS from their bots and go on about their day. Don't need a game to do that. Yeah, well, but the thing is, there is a value. Here's what it is. So what does a bot give you that you can't get without the bot? If you're just looking to collect money, You can rent out your cards, or as I made that video the other day, you could, just go invest in like in like the LPs or something else that just gives you passive income. It's the soulbound reward cards and the potions that people really want, or they want to be able to climb whatever like leaderboard or play in tournaments and stuff. So I can understand the casual argument, but I also agree that, are we conceding too much in order to allow players to be casual? I don't know what the right answer is. Good or bad? Still, if they participate, that's where you get your new players, in my opinion. 50K is about what I mean when I say ready for a larger player base. Tails. I like the game. My favorite is brawls, and I hate those tourneys where you play in weights. Yeah, God. Tournaments. Sorry to break the reality that there is better game than Splinterlands out there. It's just a fact, so not sure why everyone is mad that play to earn is what people want. I think Tails would actually agree with you on that. I think that's part of his worry too, is that there's a lot of other better games out there. Need more live tournaments. Current answer, I think there still is enough use for SPS to go a more meaningful direction. I personally took years to have one bot. Let me get a little bit closer now. The crypto community is there to make money, sadly, not to play games. Some have it to enjoy our game and stay for the fun aspect. So be it. The thing is, there's just not a game that people will play because they just want to be the best at it. And not even the best, just the best out of their friends. I always come back to Fortnite just because, to me, that's like the best example of here's a free-to-play game where people spent stupid amounts of money on cosmetics that had nothing to do with improving themselves in the game. But they would play because they liked earning from the battle pass. They liked getting rare skins and emotes and all this stuff. And it was mostly kids. But there are a lot of adults that played too. And we don't have that in Web3 because you put money in and you kind of corrupt the purity of what gaming used to be, right? Because it becomes this like greedy, bastardized version of gaming. Which again, I'm not trying to demonize. I'm just saying like that's just what happens, right? You put money into anything, it's going to start corrupting stuff. People stop doing it for the love of it. I think we need several games for different IQ state of mind gamers. Some very simple. Sometimes I feel like Champion SPL. Other times I feel like Golem Overlord. I think we might have to print more. Where would the rewards come from if not SPS? There are definitely other options. Would a 1% inflation on SPS be so bad? Yeah, dude, I'd be out. That's not what I signed up for. So this is okay. And going back to Parallel, this is what I really like about the circular loop of Parallel's economy. Everything in the game costs Prime token. There's only one token. Everything costs Prime. You want to do something, you take Prime or you buy Prime off the marketplace and then you sync it. It goes into the sync schedule or whatever it's called. Sync schedule is how it's released, but whatever this is, like however much is sunk, right? Consider it like their DAO. And this gets released every so often as play to earn rewards and rewards across the ecosystem, especially if there's going to be like other games that are added to the ecosystem. But every time you do something, every time you transact within the game, you are using Prime token. And so it has this constant utility to it, which is fantastic, that gets recycled. So there's no burning. There will always be the same amount, right? It's still in distribution phase, but like, 111 million, 111,000, 111. And in that way, you'll always have Prime token that'll be coming out again for rewards. We don't have that in Splinterlands. Just because of the nature of the way that the tokens are designed. I personally think there needs to be something set up in the future that is sold by the DAO only for SPS. and that SPS goes in with the intent of like with the intent of like refilling the DAO to pay out for future rewards. But that kind of then goes against the idea of a product-backed stablecoin. So then you're taking away utility from DEC. And how often are you going to have these things? How often should the DAO be releasing things? What's the community or market appetite to actually consume whatever the DAO would be selling in SPS? How much could you actually afford? Right? I don't know. Why not? After all, SPS 50% burn goes to rewards, 50% to the team for DEC credits. Yeah, I wish there was like I wish we were just trading a little bit of DEC every day for SPS. So therefore, there's always going to be a slight sell pressure on DEC, but a slight buy pressure on SPS. Let's put it this way. When I discover the game I've learned about for almost 1 year before starting to invest in it, when I did start buying cars and all bots were encouraged by most, it was clear that this was the type of game I was competitively considering. It's 50% pay to win, 50% RNG fest. Yeah. Don't FUD my bags. We ain't printing more. All right. Bills and I are on the same page. All right. So when I joined, those were the promise of our ecosystem, and we were promised many cool new things. Yeah, well, I'll agree with you on that, Alicios. There's a lot of stuff promised that didn't get delivered. Some ideas. If we can get 75 to 90% pack sale revenue, as well as most market fees, that might be enough for rewards. Company got to eat, though. Yeah. Sadly, the Splinterlands team is what is slowly killing the game for me. Having all the back-to-back-to-back bad moves and deception in 23 is clearly killing the vibe, sadly. Well, hey, Alicios, I don't know if I mean this as a compliment or not, but you definitely outlasted many others. There were some hardcore people, a lot of people that spent a lot of money in this game over the past couple of years that left in 2023. And I'm sure we could name a couple of them, but I won't. And so I don't know if that's diamond hands, or maybe that was the foolish thing to do, but you're still here, and many others aren't. Trust me, I wish I could be hype right now. Leandro, I started playing Immortals Creed yesterday. Any good? $4 initial investment. Whoa, that's too much, man. That's a lot of SPS right there. All right, guys. I stayed on way longer than I thought I would because I thought we'd be playing more parallel. We got some good games in. But the rank system is something I'm gonna have to explore a little bit further. Maybe I'll just keep throwing matches until I can get somebody good. Name them. No, it's okay. They're not even here anymore. What drama could we make, Wilson? We both know I'm here only because I cannot sell everything in one click, and that I just don't sell in the bottom of a bear. Well, that's a smart move. There will be a time, there will be a moment in which Splinterlands is going to top out. I don't know where that is. I don't know how high it goes, but there will be some kind of momentum from whatever bull run ensues, if there is one. I mean, there will be one. I'm hoping that it's going to be soon. But you never know how the rest of the market's going to go. Does that qualify as diamond hands? Sky says, "Did you check out Cypher yet?" No. I've seen a bunch of posts on X, Twitter. I haven't really dug into it yet, but I think you and I think Icy Flow's been following it too. So it's definitely going to be something we'll try to cover a little bit more here. I don't think so. The game already topped, but I think percent increase from now may be nice. We get in there, just relax and enjoy the ride. What'll be funny is it'd be great to see SPS at like 50 cents or something later this year or sometime next year. And we're all like, we didn't think it, looking back, we didn't think it would ever get there. It's going to be really tough. But what are the other top games out there? So let's have an honest conversation about this. I know I said I was going to run, but what are the other top games out there? Why is it that you guys keep coming back to Splinterlands? even though there's other cool games out there. What is it about those games that is not well designed? My guess is economy, right? And part of the reason that like I just haven't had a chance to jump into a lot of stuff is because I want to be able to like fully read the white papers and catch up. And even with Parallel, I spent so much time reading that damn white paper, and then I went into the Discord and I had all these questions, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, the white paper's outdated." And I was like, "Oh, sounds like another project I know." So all of a sudden it's just like, then they sent me to this wiki and I had to like read that, and it just didn't have all the details. It's like so much has changed. So with these new projects, whatever the games are, the games could be cool, but I want to understand how the ecosystems are going to work. And the truth is, the ecosystems won't even need to work. If the game is shiny enough, I think people will throw money at it because that's what they did last time. And, history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. I'm tied it up, hands. At least wait for this year. If nothing happens, maybe cut losses if you're so disappointed. Economy sucks in more Web3 right now, sadly. Buying SPS is like buying ETH at $60. 2020. 2 cents to 50 cents, too much increase. Realistically, 4 cents to 10 cents at most. Why so bearish, Luke? White papers are a scam. Just asking Discord and FOMO with the info you get within the first 5 minutes. Yeah, well, that's a problem. See, this is why Bitcoin has value, because the white paper is not a scam. Too many Web3 games are really just Web2 games. I've tested out several other games, and nothing is as Web3 as Splinterlands. Fair enough. Right now, community. That is why I'm always the SPL bros and Cypher bros. The struggle is real in both games. That was ironic. Look, I mean, I think Splinterlands has done a fantastic job cultivating a solid community. I think the weekly town halls were a big part of that, which is, I know you hear me complain about it, but I genuinely think that, that was a good part of like cultivating a solid community. I hope other projects will offer something similar. I just don't think that they will. All right, I'm getting tired, and I still need to hit the gym. So other games last a month and are too sketchy. Splinterlands is seasoned. A lot of these other projects we know are not going to last or are going to have the economy crash. Yeah, but Splinterlands had its time and then it crashed. I mean, like, guys, we're still 98% down from all-time high. Just imagine all the people who bought SPS at $1 thinking it was going to go to 10. How are they feeling right now? It's like the military is struggling, unites the group. Splinterlands is still a powerful game even at low points. All right, off I go. Y'all have a nice day. Weaken my writing capability. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off too. This is super fun. Thanks for hanging out. Like I said, I'm just going to be trying to stream as randomly as possible whenever I can, just to hang out with you guys, chat, or commiserate, whatever it is we're doing right now. And I will not be able to stream tomorrow during maintenance, but hopefully shortly afterwards, I'll be able to hop in the afternoon. So have an amazing rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.